Well, here's a look at Avila Beach on May 10th, 2020. Decided to take the drone out. One of my favorite beaches on the entire coastline of California for a couple of reasons. We'll get into that. Beautiful day out at Avila. Surrounding areas were overcast. That's normal. Usually Pismo Beach is overcast and Avila is usually not overcast because it has this surrounding mountains that kind of block the marine layers from coming in. It's really neat how it works. But anybody that lives on the Central Coast, ventures to Avila, as the go-to beach before they go to Pismo. But for some reason, people in Bakersfield go to Pismo, but most people on the Central Coast probably enjoy Avila if you're just going to hang out because it's always sunny and the weather's nice and the wind's down. But here's a look at this is really interesting. I couldn't get the drone around this corner because I was just too far away, but we'll kind of get a look. There's a pretty complex reef system that surrounds this area, and you can see the kelp forests. I don't know kelp forest, but you can see the kelp here that I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they're attached to a lot of the reef. And so it's pretty neat. One thing about Avila, it offers a few different spots to enjoy yourself. So this area to the right here, you can see that divider rock right there. Well, it's very low key to the south of that. So if you just want to take your family and you got a dog, or I don't even know if you can take a dog right now, but if you want something real low key where you don't want a bunch of people around, you can kind of walk around that rock to the left and come on this area right here. It's really neat too. It's like a lot of rocks and everything. And see those big rocks right there that standing out of the sand? So those are what's going on in the ocean out there. And they're a lot bigger. So yeah, there's a complex reef out there. And when the tide goes up, it's harder to get around that rock, but when it's down low, you can get around it pretty easy. So this side right here, this is a pretty low-key area right here that people kind of hang out. And as you get closer to the pier, that's where a lot of people from the college hang out, and high school and younger people usually hang out to the south side of the pier. And, let's see. It's kind of interesting looking at you can see the water gets kind of muddier where the waves break. People out there on their paddle boards, that was cool to see. And people were, having their social distance. The thing was they had lifeguards on duty. So, the county put that in, of course. And originally, I don't know if the rules were that you were supposed to keep walking, but people were not doing that. And they were there just like they would enjoy the beach on any regular day. So it's nice to see. Really nice look. And the far distance, not this pier, but the one way back there is Port San Luis. That's a great place to go fishing, going off the pier and stuff. They used to have a place called Fat Cats there. I don't know if they're still there, but it was a really cool place to get something to eat. They do a lot of deep sea fishing. When you go deep sea fishing, you go off Port San Luis. So here's a better look, man. This is really cool of the kelp forest that I think are attached to the reefs. So they're, like I said, it's really cool. A lot of people don't see this. And you go to Avila, you don't even realize this is out there, but it's really neat. And it's almost like art, I would imagine on some days too that the water is like super clear. I'm not sure what dictates that, but I have been to the Pirate Cove area, which is on the other side, and I could see the floor of the ocean. It was super clear. I was out there on a jet ski one time. It was really cool. Yeah, really neat. A lot of wildlife and that stuff right there. What's really cool about Avila too is that there's an area you can I just went over up to the left there. You can actually go out and walk on a reef, and you can find things in those tide pools like sea anemones. Sometimes you see octopus in there. You never know what you're going to see in there. It's all kinds of fun stuff to look at and explore. It's kind of different about this beach than like Pismo, is that you can do a lot of exploring, so kids love it. Also too, it's a lot safer for kids as far as the waves. It's not like Pismo or Oceano that has real waves coming in sets, and these ones just kind of come in and just kind of like topple over, right? They're not these huge waves that so you can see people out there swimming and stuff. It's a lot safer. That's a lot safer than doing that like at Oceano, for sure. You know, Oceano, there's a lot of waves coming into Oceano that you get, you know, there's a lot of undertow and zip tides. What's it called? Really beautiful day out, man. It was like 66 degrees. It felt so nice out there. The air is super clean. Just feels good to breathe ocean air. I don't know why. I try to keep the drone away from, so like this area right here, it's really safe. I mean, it's probably goes up to your knees. So kids are, like I said, it's a lot safer for parents to bring kids out here than it is like at places that have real waves, especially down south. Like you go down to like, you know, down to San Diego, you really have to keep an eye on your kids and stuff because they have real rip tides out there. And like, you really don't have to worry about that here. This is pretty cool. As you see, a lot of people have boats that, you know, I think some people live on them. I don't know. But it'd be pretty tranquil just to be out here on this boat and just kind of sitting out there. It's really nice. The piers are closed. You can't go out on the piers right now. And the parking lot, the main parking lot there was closed, and they had a few parking spots closed off. But they had a lot of parking you could get around the park. But you can't get on the pier right now. You can see that marine layer, like Pismo Beach is cloudy during this time. It was really cloudy and cold. It's probably like 58 degrees. Maybe 57 degrees, maybe even a little colder, but Avila was about 10 degrees hotter and the sun was out. They did a story, I mean they did a story, but Avila Beach got rebuilt, I don't know how many years ago, 15 years ago maybe, I don't know. And Aaron Brockovich, I think, was part of that lawsuit. I think they had, I don't know, some oil company. There's a piece of me that wants to say it's Unical, but I could be wrong. But anyway, they had to rebuild a lot of the city of Avila. That's why it looks so nice. They just rebuilt the whole thing. Look at that, there's a big sized kelp forest. Probably a big reef under there too. Of course, the beautiful landscape of Avila Beach and Central Coast, so nice. They have a really nice golf course back there too. And they also have the hot springs that are, actually I guess if you, to the left of here. But they do have, beyond this, if you look, we're not gonna be able, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get over that mountain, but on the other side of that mountain is Pirates Cove, which, oh, I wanna show you too real quick before I talk about that. So like, I've ridden over that area right here with a jet ski at times, and it has been like ultra clear. Anyway, they got Pirates Cove over there, which is a nudist, they call it a private beach. I think they do. I'm not sure, but I know it's a nudist beach, but pretty much for senior citizens that practice nudity, I guess. But Avila Beach is really a neat community. You know, it's such a great little area, and it's just it's really fantastic, man. It's one of the most beautiful landscapes in all of California along coastlines. You can see the golf course in the background. So, anyway, there you go. I'm going to show you a little look at beautiful Avila Beach and people out, starting to go out. And you can see the parking lot down there to the right. See that big parking lot? Well, that's where a lot of people would normally be able to park, but not now. It's closed off. Anyway, just want to show you a little Avila Beach. And thanks for joining us. All right.